Sisanda, while England were piling up the runs and you were waiting to bowl, how did you feel? Were you getting tense knowing you were next up to bowl?
I was a little bit nervous, I won't lie. Considering how England play and their style and their brand. So yeah, I was very nervous, but I was also excited. I just wanted to let that first ball go, then everything will be all right. Yeah.
And when did you guys get sort of a sniff? You can do this.
I think we were lucky enough to not allow them to get a lot of big partnerships, especially after the first one. I think us continuously getting wickets at important times, which really helped us in our momentum and also gave us the belief that we can defend the score. So the currency was wickets and we kept on getting a lot of them.
Should we talk to you about playing test cricket?
It's a bit under the cloud, though. I'm still deciding.
It's still deciding?
I'm still deciding, yes.
Sisanda,
Yes, sir.
You're known as a guy in domestic cricket who has a vast array of skills and stuff. I mean, you showcased it at times in this game as well. But what was the approach with that opening spell? Was it really just about keeping things simple?
Yes, especially coming from T20 where you have to use a lot of variation because the game's shorter. So we just had to go back to, as you said, keeping it simple as much as possible, and allowed us to get breakthroughs which really stunned the progression in terms of trying to get the total.
Great. And Morgan?
Hi, Sisanda. This fixture in Bloemfontein has had a couple of very special moments in international cricket. For example, AB de Villiers made his ODI debut here, Kevin Peterson hit a ton here, and this is the first ever win by South Africa over England in Bloemfontein. Getting man of the match performance, does it make it somewhat more special?
To be honest with you, I didn't know those stats. At the end of the day, when I play cricket, I just want to contribute as much as I can towards the team winning. So if I played a hand in that, I'm happy. I'm happy as AF. So in that situation, yeah, the most important thing, it's a bit pointless getting runs and getting wickets, but the team's losing. You know, we have to try and get the team over the line as much as possible. As Rob said in our meeting, it's important for us to win those key moments, and I think we did that tonight, which was really good.
Mal?
I was just wondering, Sisanda, obviously South Africa has got such an incredibly strong bowling setup as it is, I mean, across all formats. I was just wondering, has there been anyone who you've really enjoyed bowling with, or who's taken you under their wings and sort of come into the South African setup and how they've done that?
I wouldn't say take me under the wing. It was more of my teammates at the Lions. A guy who's really helped me a lot was Prasanna and Malusi Siboto. He knows me inside out, so I work closely with him. He's the guy who really shoulders, and I learn from him. He's got a lot of experience, so he's the one I bounce ideas off and see how can we improve, constantly improve. So that's probably been it. Here at the Proteas, I think everyone's so welcoming. Everyone wants to see everyone do well, you know what I mean? So that's the one major positive. And it's a great step going forward, I think. Great step going forward.
Sanda,
yes, sir.
I've just enjoyed, you've just mentioned your relationship with Malusi. I suppose what also makes it even more special is the fact that a top flight cricketer like yourself doesn't necessarily need to just gain the input of a guy who's played at the highest level, who is a decorated coach, but you can also get from a good friend and a very solid, provincial level player.
Yes, most definitely. It's all about building relationships and really letting the person that you trust really know you inside out. It helps in those tough situations because you face a lot of pressure in the game, but I think one of the most important things is to always be yourself in whatever environment you try and get into. I think an environment that allows people to grow and to be able to perform, especially be themselves in that situation, will help the team in the long run.
Right, we're going to look to take questions from online now. I see we've got one from Fidos.
Thanks. Hi, Sisanda. Sisanda, I'm just wondering, we saw that you waited quite a long time to bowl. Were there any kind of conversations conversations between yourself and Timber about like what the tactical like plans were at that point? Because I mean, obviously you're normally a new ball bowler, but did he have an awareness of maybe the ball's getting older or softer, and then that's when you have to come in?
Yes. Not saying I expected that, but it is part of the game. I think it's important for us as players to be able to adapt. I think adapt on the fly and be flexible in whatever approach that you may have, because it's not about, like, I think one of the worst things that could happen is always having a fixed plan, and then teams could plan a bit better against you guys. So I think us being flexible in that regard was actually, it worked well for us. But maybe Sunday it won't be the same thing. It might be a different tactic. So as we said, we go according to the pitch, according to the match situation and what the game needs at that specific time. And then, yeah, us as players just to be ready and be flexible as possible. I'll probably say that, yeah.
Thanks for those. And then we'll look to take the last question from Stuart Hess.
Hi, thanks Lucy. Hi, Sisanda, well bowled. Just, why do you think you and Sam Curran did this? Why do you think the bouncer worked so well tonight?
The pitch was really up and down. Even in our first innings, the ball was squatting, and then some will have steep bounce. So we saw that as a highlight in terms of that's a dot ball option and a wicket taking option. So we were planning on using that a lot. We were fortunate enough, all those balls that went to the air, they went straight to a guy, so that worked out. On another day, wouldn't have happened. They would have just gone for 6 or find gaps and stuff like that, but today it worked, so we were really happy with that.
Brilliant. Thanks so much. Thank you, Sisanda. Please do hold on for Rassie.